What's going on, guys? Ricky from PR Fitness Training here. You want to know how to get in better shape than 99% of people, and I'm about to show you how, okay? 99% of people do not understand what I'm about to go over, and it's a very simple concept. And if you're wondering how like 1% of people are like super fit, it's because they understand this and you don't, okay? Again, it's very simple. Let me just walk you through it. So what you need to understand and how you're going to get in better shape than 99% of people is understanding your specific calorie demand, okay? More specifically, what are your maintenance calories, all right? And I'm gonna take you through this. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and I'm gonna show you why it's important. So when we think about our calorie demand, there's three different ways that we're gonna go about eating, okay? You need to know what your maintenance calories are. I'm just gonna put an M for maintenance, okay? This is also known as your total daily energy expenditure, okay? So if you've ever heard that term, it's TDEE. That's what we need. That's what we need to understand. Okay, and this is the first thing that I go over with my clients, because if you get this right, you're going to get to your goal. Okay, there's a lot of things that we can slightly mess up or whatever, but we can't mess this up. Okay, and vice versa. There's a lot of things that we can do right, but if we get this wrong, then we're not going to get to our goal, and that's why it's so important to understand. So first, let me explain how do we figure that out. So how do we figure out our maintenance calories? So if you go again, it's TDEE. It's total daily energy expenditure. So there's multiple calculators to find this out online. The one I use is tdecalculator.com, I believe. I will link it at the bottom, or I'll link it in this video. I believe it's tdecalculator.com. So you go there, you're going to type in just basic information about yourself, and it's going to give you your maintenance calories. So what does your maintenance calories mean? Your maintenance calories mean if you eat this amount of calories. So let me just use this for this example. Let's use 2,200 calories. So let's say our maintenance calories are 2,200 calories per day. Okay? What that means is if we eat 2,200 calories a day, we're going to stay the same weight. Okay? That is so important to understand. Do not gloss over the fact. When you figure out your maintenance calories, you are now off to the races, because now we can figure out a bunch of different things with that. So what now do we understand once we have our maintenance calories? So now we understand, okay, I eat 2,200 calories a day, I'm going to stay the same weight. If I eat less than 2,200 calories a day, I'm going to lose weight. And if I eat more than 2,200 calories a day, I'm going to gain weight. So let me mark this up. I'm going to put an S for surplus and then a D for deficit. Okay, now let's think about ourselves right now first, and we got to be brutally honest with ourselves. If we have too much body fat, okay, say if we're 20 pounds overweight, where have we been eating for the most part? In the surplus range. Okay, how do we know that? Because we know if we're eating more than our maintenance calories, we're going to be gaining weight. Now, if you're someone that's been losing weight or you're super lean, where have we been eating? We've been eating in some type of calorie deficit, because our body fat's pretty low, and that's where we've been hanging out. All right, but again, this is part of the video where you got to be brutally honest with yourself, because I hear this a lot, and people don't. I just know that they don't understand this when they say this to me. So if they say, Ricky, I need to lose 30 pounds, and we go over calories and everything, and they're like, oh, I don't even eat very much. Okay, I would be willing to bet I probably only eat 1,000 calories a day. Okay, and I'm gonna keep using this as an example. So what do we know? This person tells me that they eat 1,000 calories a day. I figure out their maintenance calories is 2,200. What do I know? What do I automatically know now? Not necessarily that they're lying to me, but they just don't understand this. Okay, if they were eating 1,000 calories a day, they would be very lean. Okay, so what I need to get them to understand, and what you need to understand, is you're not eating 1,000 calories a day. You're actually eating over 2,200 calories a day. And how do we know that? Because you have excess body fat. We've gained weight. We are overweight, so we've been eating in a calorie surplus. So that's the thing that's it's not debatable. Okay, I've talked to a lot of people about this, and they're like, oh, I don't eat very much, blah blah blah. It's I don't care how much you think you eat or what types of foods you think you eat. Oh, I eat healthy or whatever. I'm here to tell you, whatever you think you eat, you're eating over 2,200 calories. Okay, that's it. And that might be very hard to hear, but it should also be a relief, because now we're the light bulb should go on in your head and be okay, I understand what the issue is now. Okay, I thought I was eating 1,000 calories, but I know now, because Ricky told me I'm eating well over 2,200, because you know, because I'm gaining weight. Like I've been in a calorie surplus. My body's hanging on to that extra weight, and I've been gaining weight off of that. So that's how we know. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. We got to be brutally honest with ourselves. If we are overweight or we are gaining weight, we are consistently eating over our maintenance calories. Now, let me tell you something about, like, I don't want to go out too far off on a tangent, but like there very well could be days that you do only eat 1,000 calories, but those days are offset by the days that you're eating like 3,000 calories. Okay, because if we're gaining weight, on average, we're eating over this number. Okay, so I want to do a quick tangent on that because there might very well be a day where it's like, I didn't eat that much. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but like on average, we're eating well over this number, or else we wouldn't be gaining weight. Now, if you're someone, now like you can think about any person. So now, if you're someone that's been staying the same weight, you know whatever your maintenance calories are, you've been basically eating around that number on a daily basis, and that's why you've been staying the same weight. And then again, if you're someone that's been losing weight, we know that we've been eating well under, or not well under, but we know that we've been eating under our maintenance calories, and that's how we're losing weight. Okay, so now that we know that, I do want to quickly touch on, and I'm not going to go into depth in this video because I just want to make this video very simple for you to understand. But what is also important about this number is what that's made up of. So that's your macros. I'm not going to touch on that in this video, but basically the protein, carbs, and fats that you eat in a day make up your total calories. That's also important. Okay, that's its own lesson. But total calories that you consume in a day is what is most important. And that's going to be true regardless of how many protein, carbs, and fats you eat. If you're eating too many calories, we'll gain weight. If we're eating under that, we're going to lose weight. That's what I want you to understand in this video. Okay, so now you might be asking yourself, like, Ricky, what do I need to do to lose weight now? Okay, these are my recommendations. This is what I do with my clients that works very well. Is let's say you're someone that has a weight loss goal. You're like, I need to lose weight, Ricky. I need to get leaner, okay? And I'm currently doing this right now to get extra lean for summer. So this number right here, if we eat 25% less than that number, which I should have done the math before this. What is 25% less than 2,200? What is 25% of 2,200? It's 550. Okay, so if we need to lose weight, we need to eat in a 25% calorie deficit, okay? So if we eat 25% less than this number, which is 550 calories less than this, and that's 1,650. So we know now if we want to lose weight and our maintenance calories are 2,200, we need to eat 1,650 calories on a daily basis, and we're going to start losing weight, okay? That is guaranteed, okay? So when I tell you this, and you're like, Ricky, it can't be that simple. It is that simple. The problem that people run into is they don't actually eat 1,650 calories a day, or they track incorrectly, and then we end up eating closer to 2,200, and then we don't lose weight. If we eat 25% calories, if we're in a 25% calorie deficit, and we do that consistently for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever we need, you are going to lose weight, okay? It's not a question of if, you will, okay? That's why I harp on like the Macro First app and tracking your nutrition, because if you track correctly and we eat 1,650 calories per day, you are going to lose weight. So that's how you would lose weight. Okay. How would we maintain the same weight? So say you're someone that likes how they look and they want to maintain how they look. Okay. Well, we just track our calories and we eat 2,200 calories a day. We're going to stay the same. Okay. We shouldn't be gaining body fat. We shouldn't be losing body fat. We will maintain exactly how we look. And kind of bring this full circle. If you're someone that has a weight loss goal, your long-term goal is to get in that deficit that I just showed you. And then once we get down to where we want to be, we flip over to maintenance, and then we maintain how we look. Now, again, I don't want to confuse you. Your maintenance calories would be a little bit different once we lose weight, but that's how it works. Get in a deficit, get to a point where that you're really happy with how you look, and then you hit maintenance, and then you stay happy and stay liking how you look, okay? Now, if you're someone that wants to gain weight, okay, and I wouldn't recommend trying to gain weight unless you're already pretty lean. Okay, if you try to gain weight when you're not lean, you're just gonna get even chubbier, okay, if that, for lack of a better term. Like, we wanna get our body fat down low. Once we get it down low, then we can get in a slight surplus and do that. So, all right, so how do we eat to get in a surplus? The deficit, we get in a 25% calorie deficit. Surplus, I would recommend only a 10% calorie surplus. So you eat an extra 220 calories per day. So now you're eating 2440 per day. Okay? The reason why you would not just go crazy and get in a 25% calorie surplus is that's a big surplus. That's a lot of extra calories. Your body is going to store a majority of that as body fat, okay? We don't want that. We want to get lean and then we want to gain weight, but stay as lean as we can as we're gaining weight. If you get in a big 25% calorie surplus, you're going to gain body fat pretty quick. If we just do a gradual one around 10%, you're going to get bigger, your muscles are going to get bigger, and the amount of body fat that you put on is going to be minimal. You're still going to put on a little bit, but like it's not going to be like you're like just going crazy and getting crazy bulky or anything like that. So that's how we do that. So 25% calories deficit to lose weight, obviously same amount as your maintenance calories to stay the same weight, 10% calorie surplus to slightly gain weight, okay? And again, don't try to gain weight unless you are already pretty lean. Like, you should like how you look before you're about to gain weight, because if you don't like how you look and you feel like, oh, I have too much body fat, you're only gonna have more body fat if you get in a surplus, okay? So don't make that mistake. Okay, so to bring this full circle, this is what, the top 1% of people understand with their, this is why people look so good. They understand their calorie demands, okay? So that was the point of this video, is for you to understand at least why, because you gotta understand now, like, okay, if I'm gaining weight, I know I'm eating over my maintenance calories on a daily basis. If I'm losing weight, I'm eating in a deficit, okay? So hopefully you understand how would you navigate that. Again, this wasn't 110% information that would, most likely make it a little bit too confusing for you. But this is a basic, and that is what you need to understand to get in really, really good shape, okay? And 99% of people don't understand this, and it's very basic math. Okay, if you still have questions about that, put it in the comment section below and I will get back to you and I will answer that for you. But this is how it's done, okay? Like, this is like, again, not rocket science. It's pretty basic. We just need to take the time to learn it and understand our calorie demands. First thing is go to the link down below, the TDE calculator, and figure out like about how many calories is your maintenance, okay? That's like the first thing that you need to do. And then you can work off of that number, but we need that number first. So again, I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please thumbs up the video, share it with somebody. If you need more individualized help with this, okay, go to our website, trainprfitness.com, or shoot me a direct message on Instagram. My Instagram is rickyperez.fit. Shoot me a message on there. I'll talk to you. If you need more individualized help, we can dive into that and I can help work that through for you. But thank you again for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.